I'm a huge fan of anime and anime games in general, so seeing new anime titles is always refreshing for me. Earlier this year, I did a video on Genshin Impact, an upcoming cross-platform multiplayer anime RPG. It looks ridiculously good and it plays even better. Although I never got into the beta test for it, I couldn't at the time and still cannot contain my excitement when it comes to being able to play it with Mrs Stix next year. Now, while I never did do a video on it for the mobile channel, and honestly, I probably should considering it's cross-platform, I feel as though now is a good opportunity for a GRAN SAGA video, which is an upcoming anime MMORPG from NPIXEL, a South Korean developer. And I know what you guys are thinking. South Korean MMO. Are you serious? Another one? Yeah, I am. I know they don't really have a very good track record with mobile MMOs, but that doesn't necessarily mean that every mobile MMO will turn out riddled with microtransactions. Now, do note that the only form of content we've been shown thus far is in the form of pre-rendered cutscenes. We're still likely a ways off from being able to fully discern the kind of game it's going to end up being, but nevertheless, the cinematic itself is beautiful. It reminds me quite a bit of a JRPG, which is a good introduction to the game. Now, how many of you guys remember Seven Knights? Hopefully a lot of you, otherwise this probably won't mean much. But the developers are actually made up of quite a few former staff members that worked on developing Seven Knights. GRAN SAGA will be built using Unreal Engine 4, which honestly seems to be the norm these days. However, with the game being built for both mobile and PC devices in mind, the graphics might be on the upper end of the spectrum in terms of quality. Speaking of crossplay, I'm not really sure what platform the game is going to be optimized for. I'm assuming mobile, but Genshin Impact, which is built as a cross-platform game, plays much like a console game as opposed to a mobile game, so this leaves me a little confused. Because alternatively, Caravan Stories, which launched cross-platform, turned out to be a very mobile-esque game, much to the dismay of many a player. It was also filled with microtransactions where Genshin Impact doesn't really look to be. Nearly as much, at least. Nevertheless, regardless of which it's optimized for, NPIXEL themselves have confirmed that the game will feature console-level graphics along with epic narratives to push the story onwards. However, as this is going to be a South Korean MMO, I hope that they don't go the normal route of all visuals and no substance, because let's be honest here, we have plenty of those titles already. Now, regarding the narrative, we're told that within the game world, we're going to be adventurers that are traveling the world seeking out powerful GRAN weapons. But one thing that is a slight cause for alarm for me personally is that they mentioned that we're a character as opposed to being able to create our own character. Does this mean then that we don't have the ability to customize our avatar in an MMO? It's a little weird to me. I've never really played an MMO where I don't get to create my own character. Not that I'm against it, it's just an unusual approach to take. Adding on to the characters, they revealed that they have plans to add additional characters in the future, meaning that characters are going to be recruitable. Does this mean that it'll be less MMO since you'll have a group of characters following you around, or are they just there as part of the story? And if they're part of your group, how will the combat work? Yeah, we have a lot of questions right now and definitely not enough in the way of answers. No announcement on whether the combat is going to be turn-based or action or tab target, no mention of how the characters are going to interact with you, the world, or how they'll function in combat right now. It's a lot of speculation. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and say that I am excited for another crossplay MMO, and I'm glad it's going to be made with consoles in mind, at least graphically, but I'm also going to remain skeptical of it being good. Not because I believe it won't be, but because there's the potential for it not to be. For those of you wondering, GRAN SAGA will be releasing fully in 2020. But that's just my opinion, my impressions of the game ahead of its inevitable launch. What do you guys think? Are you looking forward to it? Does it look exciting? Will you try it out, or do you even want to? Let me know in the comments below, and let's talk about it. Anyway guys, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.
Someday soon, I'm gonna make